Okay, good morning, everybody. So, I'm doing a video about English Bulldog puppies. Anyway, it's my first time. I didn't know anything about English Bulldogs, thanks to my other half, who got me started with these dogs. Anyway, so we had these two English Bulldogs for a year and a few months, approximately, and they've grown to be very large and big, but they're just wonderful pets. They're one's moody and the other one is like a teenager. One is expecting puppies within the next, I think, month. And the whole process of breeding was, I'm not even going to say trial and error, but I think for some people it's probably hit or miss, and for others, they know what they're doing because they've been doing it for however long they say they've been doing it. But I would say different strokes for different folks. Anyway, so basically you get your English Bulldog, and from a puppy stage, of course, and you feed the dog correctly, you clean the dog correctly, and when I say clean the dog correctly, you want to clean those wrinkles like you're cleaning your own ass. Now, some of you are going to laugh when I say this, but I'm being so honest with you because just like human skin, if you got wrinkles, folds, with skin folds, when you get moisture and bacteria, growing, because either you haven't bathed or you sweated, that bacteria will grow, fester, it will affect the skin, and you will have problems. So, and if you're going to get an English Bulldog, you want to get an English Bulldog from a reputable breeder. I would say someone who is AKC registered, someone who's been breeding for some time, and they have good quality dogs. And when I say quality, I mean think of it as you're buying 24 karat gold. You don't want 14, you don't want 10, you don't want 9, you don't even want 18. You want 24 karat gold. So when you go and purchase your English Bulldog, you want a purebred, you want the Bulldog to come from good genes. You want it to have a good pedigree. Its parents to have good pedigree, sire and dam. And you want to know if the parents have any kind of skin conditions or health issues, like cherry eye or problems with their breathing because their little snoots are pushed in, and they have problems. Some of them have problems and some of them don't. And they snore. They snore probably worse than humans. So, if you don't have a problem with your dog snoring and you can hear it all the way downstairs and you're all the way upstairs and you can hear your dog breathing, then okay, whatever. So I don't like snoring because I'm a light sleeper. So anyway, English Bulldogs, they come in all kinds of colors. They have standard colors, but I like exotic. I call them exotic colors. I like Merle because it's unique. There's different versions of Merle, but it's just a combination of all these different colors, and it's just beautiful. And if you get the right kind, I don't want to say the right kind of Merle, but if you get a Merle English Bulldog and you pick out that Merle because of its unusual color, then 9 times out of 10 you're going to be happy about it. You're definitely going to be happy about it if you are if you pick that particular Merle English Bulldog because of its unique color. And if it's a female, then that you're going to breed, then and if you breed it with the right sire, then you're gonna produce some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful English Bulldogs. Now the breeding process is I was just not I'm kind of new to this, but I can tell you, woof, it's something else. I was just it ain't like the normal hooking up. It's you gotta hold the dog. They gotta artificially inseminate, which it's not. If you ain't used to it, then it'll leave you kind of like, But if you're used to it, it's pretty simple. You go in there, you insert the tube, put the semen in from the sire, and once you put it in, you push some air through the syringer, the plunge. I'm sorry, syringer, through the syringe. And you want to make sure that you get all the semen in there, because you don't want to keep having to you want it to be right the first time. So you do this 3 times, and I'm just telling you from experience. You do this 3 times. You do this when your English Bulldog's progesterone level is, I believe, like 11. We did it when Truffle's progesterone level, I believe it was 11. Now some say wait until it's 20 and all that. No, if you want to plan on having puppies and you want it to be successful the first time around, then you get that dog hooked up when her progesterone level is 11. And so we did it for 3 days. You take the dog to the vet, find out what the progesterone level is. You're gonna know her progesterone level is coming around because she's gonna be on her cycle. And I think the cycle is usually like 10 days or something like that. Anyway, you gotta put a diaper on them and all this other stuff. It's just Anyway, but it's required, because unless you want to have a blood all over your house, and you don't want that, trust me. And if you keep them outside, that's different, But if they're indoor dogs, which they usually are, most of them usually are, you want to put a diaper on them with a pad. Go get your maxi pad, put the maxi pad in that liner thing, put that diaper on them. You're good to go. And change it frequently, because they don't like dirty pads on them. But anyway, so I think it was in day 10 or 11 or something like that. Or maybe day 7, or between day 7 and 10. I'm just going to say it like this. You take it to the vet, get the progesterone level checked. If it's 11, go get that dog inseminated ASAP. You do it 3 times. So we did it on day 7. We did it on, day 8. We did it on day 9. She was inseminated 3 times. Now, you hear vets say, or you'll hear people say, you do it when the progesterone level is 20. Like I said, different strokes for different folks. It's a trial and error learning type of thing. If you are not a veterinarian, if you're a first-time breeder, I mean, each dog is different, and their bodies are they're different. So you have to learn as you go. But anyway, so after she got inseminated, I would say, I don't even think it was a week after the insemination. It was probably like a few days after the last insemination, her body started to change. I mean, I'm so serious. It started to change physically, and her she just changed. I mean, and we got her inseminated at a year. Let me see. A year and I think she's a year and 4 months or a year and 3 months. So we got her inseminated, and I was real skeptical. And my other half was like, "Oh, you're gonna have assassin puppies, gonna do this," and she knew she was pregnant. But women can tell when you know female species, female animals, female humans. They can tell. They just can tell. I don't know. Don't ask me. Anyway, so I was skeptical, and I just was like, "No, this dog ain't pregnant. This dog ain't pregnant. This dog ain't pregnant." But like I said, I don't even think it was a week. Her body started to change. So, and they change psychologically too. They get moody. They get real. If there are other dogs in the house, if they are like friends with one, like if they have a sister, they'll be real protective. They'll start doing like motherly like type behavior for dogs. I'm sorry, pregnant dogs, and they will sleep a lot. And you can't see her, but you probably can hear her. She's snoring like a goat, and I mean she snores, but she's big as a house. And I think right now she's only probably 5 weeks maybe. So she's got a little ways to go, but her lower gut is hanging. Her teats are beginning to get bigger. And we did an ultrasound. We had an ultrasound done on her I think about 2 weeks ago. Let me see. No, a week ago. Yeah, a week ago. And she we saw, I think it was, I want to say 6. Although I could not recognize what I was looking at on the ultrasound because, guys, we can't see that type of stuff. But my other half, she saw, and the lady who was doing the ultrasound, thank you very much, by the way, she was showing me, and I'm sitting there like, well, I didn't see, I couldn't see shit, but she pointed out to me, and I said, oh, okay. And I could see, I think, 2 puppies that were like, one was laying on her back, kind of like how the babies look in those ultrasound pictures when they're laying on their back, and they had that shape. And I was like really surprised, and I was like, geez, I said, wow, this dog is pregnant. So I was like, okay. And by the way, her dude, Rooster, he's a beautiful chocolate brown English Bulldog. And she didn't like him, which was I was just like, wow. Now when she was in heat, she was just horny as a toad. And she was letting you know that she was in heat. But she didn't like him, which was so strange. She actually pushed him out of the way with her paw. And they have some strong paws. But anyway, so it was a successful insemination. And my nerves were pretty much shot because I just, this is not something I've ever done before. But I've always had dogs ever since I was a kid, but never bred dogs. So anyway, so yeah, my nerves have been shot for ever since this started because I was just like, oh my goodness, is this dog gonna have puppies? Are the puppies gonna come out right? And then you got these dogs. These are high maintenance ass dogs. I'm just gonna tell you right now, these are high maintenance dogs. If you are going to get an English Bulldog, I'm just letting you know, they are high maintenance. You have to clean their wrinkles around their nose, around their eyes, and their tail. If they have a tail that's an innie, you got to get all in there. You know, you got to keep it clean because humans don't like to itch and they don't like their skin folds to be irritated. And English Bulldogs are the same way. They like, well, our English Bulldogs, they like their tails to be clean, and they don't like to be irritated. And they will let you know when their asses are irritated, when their tail area is irritated. The beautiful thing about these dogs is they will walk right up to you and stand in between your legs and just stand there and wait for you to get some wipes. And yeah, we use wipes, booty wipes, baby wipes, whatever. And you know, you put a glove on, or you know, and you get in between their tail and you clean it really, really good. Now, rule number 1, bathing your dogs, don't use shampoo that has oatmeal in it. Why? Because it irritates their skin. And they got all kinds of dog shampoos out there. Oh, it's got oatmeal, this, that. Don't use that shit on your dog, I'm telling you. You're going to be taking your dog to the vet, and you're going to be paying a whole shitload of money, and you don't want to do that. You want to be the type of dog owner or dog breeder that only has to take your pets to the vet when they are, 1, getting ready to give birth, 2, I guess a checkup. That's it. No other time. Anyway, and well, let me see if I can just, I'll see if I can just show you what she looks like. I'm going to show you what she looks like. See her right there? Laying there. She's asleep. She's feeling good. Oh, yeah. I call those chicken legs. Chicken legs, turkey legs, whatever you want to call them. She's laying there chilling. She's feeling good. That's Truffles. And you hear that snooting snoring? That dog can sleep. If I wish I could sleep like that. And you see that? That's her tootie. When they're in heat, that tootie will swell and it gets all big and red and stuff, and it changes colors when it goes back down. But their tootie's going to be big like that. So as you can see, she looks like she's a spotted pig, and she is big. How much she weighs, I couldn't tell you. She's probably about 60 pounds right now because she's with puppies, you know. So anyway, I'll show you her face at a later time. And this is Nixon Smith & Co., by the way. We are breeders. And be showing you some more stuff later on. And Truffles, I'll show you the process of breeding bulldogs. All right.